Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Matt here with Green Bar Trading. I'm going to get into a trade that I just took on NVDA and why I took the trade and where I took profits, etc., etc. Before we get into it, please smash that like button. And if you are new, consider subscribing to the channel. All right, so let's get right into it. And this trade started on Saturday, right? So when we do our research, when we do our weekly watch list, these are things that I post in our Discord. That link will also be in the description so that you can click on that and join if you would like. So going into it, right here on Saturday, I posted this chart, okay? So something that we notice on NVIDIA is at this point, it's extremely overbought, right? And coming into some resistance as seen by the candles the last 3 days, all right? So taking that into account and then going over and this morning showing this chart right here was right before I got in. So you can see here on this trend line that, and this is the 30-minute chart. So each one of these is a day of trading, and this is the 30-minute chart. We have that down trend line. We saw a rejection at that 270 really work out pretty well. All right, so that's where at this point I was looking to try to get short again if it got back up to that point and retested that. I want to see the retest. I want to see how it reacts. All right, because a lot of these will try to double top. So anyway, that's what I was looking for. I got filled on NVIDIA puts. I put that at 1004, and I was looking for that double top. All right, so going into the charts, this is my my trade that I took. We bought at 475. We bought the puts, and then we sold at 520. All right, that was a quick move, and then the last move took a few more minutes to work out and sold at 540. So I kind of left a little bit of a runner, but in this type of market, I want to take my trades off as fast as possible because especially NVIDIA, this one has been so strong. So if you are shorting something that's been so strong, you get that move, try to take the profit, all right? Just try to take the profit when you can. All right, so this is the daily chart. Now, each one of these candles represents 1 day of trading. You can see this has had just an amazing move since it bottomed out here in October. Going from 110s to just about 270, that's just incredible. So that's a very strong move. We don't usually like to bet against such a strong move, but I feel comfortable. And I'm just looking for a quick trade. I'm not looking to hold a short on something so strong. But when we do get overbought on the RSI, you do see pullbacks, all right? And that's normal. So you can take a couple of scalp trades when something is so overbought. And you can also do it when a stock is so oversold, all right? And I'm talking about extremes, right? When you get up to those extremes here, there's a very good chance that you're going to be able to get at least a scalp trade for a day or two in your favor, okay? So that's what we were looking at. Now, going over to, this is what I'm looking at. So I have the 1 minute up here, and that's on NVIDIA. And then down here, I'm watching the cues, okay? I want to see if we're coming into resistance or if we're coming into support on key levels that I post every single morning in our Discord. And you can see here, if we look at this on a bigger chart, that first pullback basically to the penny was at our key level and then saw a really big bounce on the cues. All right. So this is a key level for me. Now, as we were coming back down on the cues, what I'm looking for, if I'm short, right? So I got in my short right around here. had to deal with a little pain. I got in maybe a tiny bit early, but still very good risk to reward. All right. We had that down trend line you can see here, and then that double top happened right here. So you could see that quick move down. But what I'm looking for now, I'm in this trade here at this point. I took my first contract off on that wick. Okay. And the way that I did it was I put a sell order out in advance, looking to try to take advantage of a move like that. Because NVIDIA, you know, it's not trading like the SPY where it's trading penny spreads. So what I like to do is put an order out, see if I get grabbed, which I did. That worked out really well. That was the 520 I sold for. And then it bounces up. Now, what am I looking for on this bounce up? I'm looking to see where I want to get out of that other contract if it does go back against me. Now, at this point, I'm still in the green on the second contract. Not as green as I was here, but now I want to see. I'm looking at this 9 EMA. I'm looking at this head and shoulders on the 9 EMA. I want to make sure that there's not at least maybe 3 to 5 minutes worth of closing candles over this 9, because that would suggest to me, like we see here, that momentum is changing. All right. In this case, it could not do it. So now once this broke down, what I'm looking for at this point, I'm not looking for the retest here, not in this type of market, not on the Qs, because like I said, it's been so strong, but I'm looking at this level here. So this 311 level on the Qs, because NVIDIA makes up a lot of this. A big percent of the Qs is NVIDIA, Apple, those types of stocks. So that's where I was looking to take my profit off. And that's where I got out. So right down on this pullback. And that was when I sold at 540. All right. So that was my trade. But my trade plan started on Saturday, looking at NVIDIA, seeing it's overbought, and then seeing intraday, right? You see this trend line? Seeing intraday, where would be a good spot to get short via that trade plan that I had going into the week. And that was right here. All right. Now, I only took 2 contracts. So you see a lot of people on YouTube or Instagram, Twitter, they're taking 100 contracts. They're taking 1,000 contracts. I took 2. All right. So this just goes to show that you can ramp up a lot of contracts and make a lot more money if you want. But I like to do things that most traders with smaller accounts will be able to do. So this trade here cost a little bit under 1,000, and we made about 10%, a little bit more than 10% of the entire account if it was $1,000 account, which is a great return for such a small account. All right. But like I said, you take 1,000 contracts, and then all of a sudden that's a $10,000 trade. So, you know, it is what it is. Everybody's account size is also different. So that's basically it for me as of right now. I'm going to continue to watch these stocks. We did reject, you can see down here. So this is just a real-time example of how these levels work. So it was support here, right? Broke it, came back, retested, and then pulled back a little bit more. All right, so that just goes to show that these key levels, they are very important. And we're going to continue to post those every single morning in our Discord. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.